A few more words worth remembering. I'll start with bush tea. Now, when you're drinking bush tea, like you see in the picture there, know the correct dosage. Know the correct dosage. And if you're taking medication that the doctor prescribed, know if the bush that you're drinking could go along with your doctor's medication. For instance, if you're taking a blood thinner already and you're drinking bush that will thin your blood, you have to know what you're doing. I say no more. Moving on. The weaker the argument, the stronger the words. You get involved with a discussion. You want it to be a discussion, but the person that you're talking to gets heated. That person has no point to make. The bad words in your tail. When you do not think for yourself, when you follow like dumb driven cattle, politicians especially tend to like you and to be your friends because all they want is followers. The minute you begin to question policies, they will view you in a different light because you're thinking. And thinking does not always serve their purpose. It might serve yours, but not theirs. They love followers. A sharp tongue and a dull mind, they're usually found in the same head. Remember that. It is better to remain silent and appear to be foolish, someone said, than to speak and remove all doubt. Now, those who like to stir up trouble, as we say colloquially, to joke and sness, to set people against each other, and often for their own gain, monetary gain, to laughing all the way to the bank when they do so. They should not feel sorry for themselves at any time, but they should feel sorry for the people that they have to or continue to bamboozle and to stir strife. Never miss an opportunity to make others happy. If by leaving them alone, you leave them alone to love the fool's paradise that they're living in. Or if the dotishness make them happy, leave them alone. They like what they're experiencing, and happiness is what counts. The ancestors had a saying, it is the change that makes the noise. The change that makes the noise. You might feel that you have something on someone. You can say things to cause them great embarrassment. But look out. When they reply, which is a change, you might be forced to shut up because they wasn't expecting that. The fact that two people would stand side by side in a political rally, for instance, and they have the same aim to bring down a rival, That does not mean that the two people necessarily like each other. They will join together, yes, because of a common purpose, the same aim. It does not mean they will invite each other to dinner. No. This is interesting. There are people who do not know their own minds, but they might be surprised to know how well their acquaintances know their minds and how they will react in a given situation because they study them. You can tell a lot about people just by observing what they laugh at. A lot of history we do not want to see repeated. Not good to be repeated. Cruelty, especially. Hardships, especially. We don't want to see that repeated. But when one is ignorant of history, this saying comes into play. Fools will rush in where angels fear to tread. Now, just about the time we learn about life and how to make the most of life, you know what? The most of life is gone. If you're happy today, enjoy the happiness because you cannot say 10 years from now I will be happy. You do not know if you will be here 10 years from now. What about those who spend recklessly, all for a big show, to show their thing? But spending recklessly on obtaining what you do not really need, just to show off, is a good way to find yourself really needing. But you know what? You can't afford it because you were reckless. And there are people who parade as rich and well off just for people to see. But they are poor as cockroach. A politician who does not have a good record to stand on would likely jump on the record of another politician. And our great leader will never allow his followers to know that he is not actually as bright as he's portrayed to be. He don't want them to know that. With modern technology, social media, Facebook and all, the news get to the people before all those editors sitting in their offices could edit and tailor the news to fit their agenda. And in many cases, while they're prepared to lie, someone with a video camera is already showing what took place. So they cannot continue with their lies. Finally, I always like to end on a positive note. There are many good people in this world. You have met them. I have met them. But you know what? They do not get the kind of publicity that the evil people get. And when you find good people, good, honest people, keep them close, Keep them close. Because they are hard to find these days. Anthony Wendell, The Rakes.